Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Today, we're going to discuss a little bit of gun violence. So, just the disclaimer for TikTok. Obviously, I don't condone senseless gun violence. Everything we discuss here is vilified. The only acceptable gun violence is that which is protecting you or someone else from harm. So, all the discussion that we might have, all the talk about mass shootings, are completely demonized and vilified by this channel, just so TikTok doesn't mute my fucking video. So, I was floating around TikTok today, just taking a look at everything that popped up on my For You page. And there was a video about gun violence. So, of course, it was like one of those videos where one of my right-winged pro-gun friends on TikTok was posting, in which someone from Australia was shit-talking about gun violence in America and da-da-da-da. Anyway, I went into the comments section, and someone posted this. They posted the comment that there were 309 mass shootings this year alone, which is proof that people that shouldn't have guns have them. First and foremost, let's start by saying, whether intentionally or unintentionally, you prove the point of the pro-gun people. I mean, every single one of those 309 instances were someone committing a crime with a gun, crimes that are already illegal. And statistically, you're more than welcome to go research this yourself, because you're not going to. I mean, if you're on the other side of the fence from me, you're not going to. I know that. You're going to listen to someone who I can ramble off bullshit. But you're more than welcome to go research it. A vast majority, if not almost 100%, of these crimes, people are getting these guns illegally. And let me stop you here. If someone owns a gun and their friend comes over to their house and takes the gun, or if someone owns a gun as an adult and their 17-year-old takes their gun without their permission, that is called theft. That is illegal. Hello? Yeah. Use your fucking brain. So, you've proved the point that if you go and you take guns away from good people, that people are still gonna not follow the rules. Bad people are gonna do what bad people do and not follow the rules. It's not a hard concept. I know it's hard for you to understand, but it's not a hard concept. So now let's look at the whole mass shooting aspect. You said 309 mass shootings. I'm glad you mentioned that. Because the FBI does not have a definition for mass shooting. The FBI has a definition for mass murder, to include murder with a firearm. And the definition of mass murder per the FBI is an instance in which 4 or more people, not including the criminal involved, 4 or more people die. Not anything else. 4 or more people lose their lives. That is a mass murder. That is a mass shooting. And in general, statistics-driven people over the years have adopted that same mindset, that same definition for mass shooting, because there was not a standard definition. So, up until recently, the definition was 4 or more people who are shot and killed. But what happened along the way? Gun grabbers and liberals kept going, oh, look at all these killings, all these mass shootings. But when you looked at the statistics, they really didn't line up with what they were saying. And it was not enough to justify infringing on people's rights. So what did they do? The liberals, the liberal politicians, teamed up with the media, and they started pushing their own little definition. Don't believe me? Here's a screenshot of USA Today and what they define as a mass shooting. I don't give a fuck what you define as a mass shooting, because it's irrelevant. But for the sake of argument, they define a mass shooting as 4 or more people being killed or injured. So now, if you have a shooting where 9 people get shot but nobody dies, all of a sudden, what wouldn't have been a statistic for a mass shooting before, all of a sudden is. And I challenge you to go to, again, I know you're not going to, but I challenge you to look up, because I did. I looked up the mass shooting statistics for 2022 because they keep posting these outlandish numbers. And as you scroll down, I think in the first 3 pages, there was like 1 instance where people actually died, and the rest were people being harmed. Now, is that unacceptable? Absolutely. Absolutely, that's fucking unacceptable. But the problem is, you need to point the finger at the piece of shit that did it. Not the good people, not the responsible gun owners, not the people that didn't pull the trigger. You need to point the finger at the person that did it. Stop changing definitions, because it's not, mass shooting is not the only definition that they've changed. Go talk to anybody that's older than 30, and they could probably give you a laundry list of definitions that if you then together look them up in the dictionary, the definition changed. And it's usually some woke social justice bullshit that they changed it to fit their fucking narrative, just like mass shooting. I've said it before, I'll say it again. There's an old saying: if you outlaw guns, only outlaws have guns. I try to be warm and inviting here and welcome everybody into the discussion. But if you can't have a civil discussion and get your feelings out of it and think rationally, then go fuck yourself. Have a shitty day.